everybody, welcome back. So today I have some very informative information. So I need you to pause this video and grab a piece of paper or notebook and a writing utensil. I don't want you to use any electronic device to write this information down. So go now. So hopefully you're ready and you grabbed those essentials. So before I start throwing you all this life-changing information, I want you all to know and understand that I did not come up with any of these topics. I simply did my research and I have been applying these life-changing tools into my life that I've seen results in just a day of applying these tools. All the credit goes to the amazing Kwik, who took him 2 decades to bring all of this together, as well this psychology channel I found on YouTube. I will be linking everything down below. If you're those stubborn, hard-headed and skeptical people, you will see through research and applying these tools to your own life that this is not bullshit. I 100% believe that everyone in the world should know what I'm about to share with you. So without further ado, let's jump right in. You know how we are all taught to learn? We go to school to learn and we sit in class writing notes and we need to listen and be quiet. Well, we have all been decepted. The way us human beings work, we do not learn like that. Like, yes, to an extent, like you're supposed to be actively taking notes and listening as you're learning a topic, but you don't actually really learn by just sitting there and just hearing out the teacher, professor. There's way more that someone needs to do in order for all of that to truly have meaning and make sense. After researching, listening to Jim, and reading his life-altering book, I stand with him in that all school systems need to be dismantled and remade. I mean, most of us have already realized that what we are taught in school is a bunch of bull. Like, these white people didn't discover America. These people weren't friendly. They were murderers and still are. I mean, some, not all. We know this land belongs to the Native Americans and Hispanics, and now the world needs to know that these school systems are setting up all these young kids who are the future for failure. Schools need to teach kids the reality of the world and how it works, from preparing them to be young adults, how to manage their money, their lives, etc. And the most life-altering subjects for everybody in life to succeed, and that is, wait for it, learn how to learn. We are all taught the moment we come out of the womb that we need to learn, but how do we learn? The steps are easy, and I will share with you what Jim has shared and made it easy to memorize. He uses the acronym Be Fast. So you want to learn how to learn? Use these 6 steps. B is for believe. You gotta believe in whatever that you're learning at the moment or that you're trying to take in. You need to believe. E is exercise. Yes, you need to exercise. And he says that we should be exercising every single day. And it doesn't mean you go full on ball out. No. Just exercise. A lot of this intersects with just a lot in our life. Like, these are like the building blocks, the foundation for us humans to thrive, not to survive, to thrive, okay? Because there's a difference between surviving and thriving, okay? F is forget. Whatever that you're learning at the moment, you need to forget everything else. for now, at that moment, you just gotta let your mind be free. And if you can't focus because, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that, well, make sure that you take care of those things before you go in so they won't be lingering in the back of your head. You need to be able to forget. And A is active. And what this means to be active is you need to be taking notes. You need to be highlighting. You can be pacing back and forth. You can be using your hands, meaning, how do I say it? It can be hands-on, and actually doing what you're learning helps with learning it faster. Does that make sense? I hope I'm making sense. S is state, meaning what state are you in when you're learning whatever that you're learning? Because as Jim likes to emphasize, learning is state dependent. Make sure you bold that, you highlight that, you eat that, you sit on that, you dream that. Learning is state dependent, meaning how you feel when you're learning is gonna determine if you are gonna remember it or not. Because when you ask people, like, how was school? Boring. So if you're bored out of your mind while you're in class or while you're trying to learn something, you're not gonna grasp it. You're not gonna really take in what you're supposed to be learning because you're bored. So that's why if you go in with excitement or curiosity to learn this, your chance of grasping it is 10 out of 10 because you're all in there, you're excited, you're ready to intake that. A lot of people, literally everyone can relate what I'm trying to say. We all say we have a favorite subject. So let's just say I loved English, I loved writing, and that has always been my strongest subject. And that's because I love writing as compared to history. I always thought history was boring until I realized that it's not boring. And once I had that change of mindset, which took me years to change my mindset on history, I grasped it like that. Why? Because I was excited about history. Unlike all those years prior where I always thought it's boring or I'm bored. But that's because I always told myself history is boring. But it's not boring. It's really not. History is really fascinating, actually, to be honest. So T is for teach. Whatever that you're learning, teach it to somebody else. So this video, what you're learning right now, teach it to somebody else. And best believe you're gonna learn it like that and grasp all of this. It's gonna become a natural habit because you're gonna remember it, you know? Just how you learn how to speak English, speaking just comes naturally to you. So learning and all of the steps that you need to take in order to learn is gonna come naturally. So there it is. Those are the 6 steps. Shout out to Jim. Now that is how you learn. This is what schools and the world have been keeping from us. Schools right now, you won't learn anything. Well, maybe not anything, but you know, you won't learn as much if you don't go out of your way to learn outside of school. And another learning tool we also need is learning how to unlearn things, because we have been taught wrong things and even may have picked up bad habits, and I mean like overall in general. For example, not being self-disciplined, stubborn, ignorant, rude, the list goes on. But there are ways to unlearn bad habits and other things in our life. So you ready to learn how to unlearn? All right, here are the 5 steps. First one, challenge what you think you know. So by research what you think you know. Challenge it, challenge it, challenge it. And second thing that intertwines with the first one is question everything. Question everything, everything. And questioning everything is gonna keep leading you back to research. And you need to really dive deep into researching and questioning everything, because not everything on the internet is true. A lot of it is misinformation. It's wrong. So you really need to dig deep into your research and just question everything, because everything should have an answer. And if it doesn't, then you're not asking the right question. And number 3, step outside of your circle, meaning get out of your comfort zone. As much as you may seem like, oh no, I'm too scared, I'm shy. Trust me, you're not. And when you step outside of your comfort zone, you're gonna be like, wow. And even through your research and you questioning everything, you're gonna realize that you're not shy, that you're not scared. You've just been taught that, and you can unlearn that. And number 4, believe. And number 5, accept and adapt. So to sum it all up, these 5 steps: choose, believe, become. That's how you unlearn. And that Jim didn't teach me. I found out through researching, because he talks about unlearning things to be your best self when you have bad habits. And I was like, but how do you unlearn these bad habits? And that led me to this. And remember how I emphasized how important believing is? I honestly believe that everybody needs to believe in something at least nowadays. Now it all makes sense. This was how I made it out, how I was able to change myself compared to my entire family that I left behind. They all have bad habits that continue to lead them in going in a circle. Unlike them, as long as I could remember, I always questioned everything. Like, why are they like this? Why is this individual like this with this individual? Why does this persons don't like me? All these questions were my foundation, as well as my thoughts of, I don't want this life. I don't want to continue to live like this when I'm older. I don't want this life for my future family. And it's how I've been able to spread my wings and leave and grow. I didn't realize how important these questions and thoughts would have set me up for these blessings. So if you find yourself still stuck in your life and don't see the results you want to see, it's because you're not asking the right questions. And there is more that plays to this. And before I end this, I want to share one more tool set. And this is how to care for your brain, because you can't be your best self without taking care of your brain. So these are the top 10 with a bonus nutrients / brain food, good brain food that you need every single day for your brain to fully function, to just be healthy. And these top 10 plus bonus Jim Kwik recommends. You know, our brain needs way more, but these are the top 10 that he recommends. And he actually has a way where you don't have to write them down. This is a way where you can just easily memorize it. So first one is avocado. Number 2, blueberries. Number 3, broccoli. Number 4, coconut oil. Number 5, eggs. Number 6, green leafy vegetables, so like spinach, kale, collard greens. Number 7, salmon if you can. Number 8, turmeric. Number 9, walnuts. Number 10, dark chocolate. And the bonus one, water. H2O. So now that you know the 10 plus the bonus, now we're gonna be active and we're gonna use your imagination. So you can remember these 10. And Jim uses this. So just in case if you don't like writing things down, or you forget your list, or something happens, this is how you can remember. You need to do this. You need to be active. You need to copy me. You need to say these things out loud in order for you to memorize and learn these things. Let's do them. We're gonna choose 10 spots in our body. We're gonna call them out. So we're gonna do top of your head. This is 1. Number 2, your nose. Number 3, your mouth. Number 4, your earlobes. Number 5, your throat. Number 6, your shoulder. Number 7, your collarbone. Number 8, your fingers. Wiggle your fingers. Number 9, your tummy, your stomach. And number 10 is your bottom. Your bottom. Now that you know these, the top, your nose, your mouth, your ears, your throat, your shoulder, your collarbone, your fingers, your tummy, and your bottom. So number 1, the top of your head, avocados. Imagine you have avocados on your head. Use your imagination. Number 2, nose, blueberries. Imagine blueberries coming out of your nose. And number 3, your mouth. Imagine broccoli coming out of your mouth. And number 4, your ears, your earlobes, okay? Imagine coconut oil coming out of your ears, coconut oil. And then your throat, just imagine you have eggs all over your throat. Or if you have an Adam's apple, imagine that Adam apple is an egg, okay? Your shoulders or shoulder, just think of green leafy vegetables there. And your collarbone, imagine having salmon wrapped around you like a necklace. Number 8, your fingers. Wiggle your fingers. Imagine you have turmeric on your fingers. And then your belly button, just imagine walnuts coming out of your belly button. And the last one, your tush. Just think of your bottom as dark chocolate. So now do this again. Try it on your own, okay? So that's all of it for today. So if you want to see your life change for the better, I highly, I don't know how many times I can say highly, recommend you buy Jim Kwik's book, Limitless. You can thank me later. So that's it for now. Thank you, and I hope nothing but the absolute best for you all. And please don't be selfish. Send this video to somebody else who needs to hear this. I know I've never asked for anything, for instance, like saying like, subscribe, share, but this video, share it with somebody, not for me, but for the better of humankind. Till next time.